Good day, everybody. My name is Dr. Hume Johnson. I'm a personal branding strategy consultant and associate professor of communications and media studies. I'm also a political scholar. Most people, though, associate me with personal branding. Why? Because I run a consultancy, Hume Johnson Consulting, and we help executives, leaders, and entrepreneurs to define and mobilize their personal brand and to communicate their message with confidence, with clarity, and with credibility. We really help them to find out who they are and what value they bring to the table, to stand on their expertise and to use that personal capital to level up in their career and to achieve whatever goal they have set for themselves. Now, how did I get here to talk about personal branding? Now, for the last 20 years, I've enjoyed a successful career as a television and radio journalist. I was a TV presenter with the Jamaica Information Service, which is the government's news agency. I was also a specialist newsreader with Radio Jamaica and Fame FM, and I enjoyed my journalism work immensely. Over that period of time, though, I got noticed by politicians, and eventually I was contracted to be a political speechwriter for a couple of young senators, and my job was really to help them to write their messages, craft their political messages, to make sure that they get the kind of political leverage that they were looking for. And for 10 years, I was a publicist in the reggae music industry in Jamaica. I was responsible for all the publicity and the brand image of reggae icon Tony Rebel and the artist on his Flames label. And at the time, same thing with the politicians, what I was doing is help them to raise their profile, to communicate their brand image and to get their image out there in the marketplace. One of the things I noticed though, having worked with these industries, politicians, entertainers on their brand image, I realized that the biggest mistake that people make is to think that personal branding is about achieving a following, a large following on social media. And if they do, then they would have known what their brand is. This is their brand. Or if they get a lot of likes, then wow, they must love my brand. But many people with a lot of likes still don't know what their brand is, because we have to realize that rather than the stampede to get following and likes, you really do have to cultivate and define and build what your brand is first, who you are, what value do you bring to others? What unique contribution are you making? And if you can figure out what your personal brand is, then you can go ahead and thrust yourself in the marketplace on social media and all of the platforms that are available for you to communicate this brand image. You can also communicate your brand image offline. Not everybody is interested in being all over social media or being popular on social media. And you don't have to be. You can actually cultivate your brand image, and you can determine that I want to get this next job. I want to pivot from being a full-time 9-to-5 worker to owning my own business. Or I want to be a motivational speaker. I want to be on the speaking circuit. I want to help others in this way. I want to volunteer. Then if you start to cultivate your image around those things where you can offer the most value, that's when you build and achieve a compelling and winning personal brand. So the personal branding work I do with clients and hopefully with you is to help you to define the key variables that define your image and to build a compelling personal brand, to help you to find out your unique value proposition. How do you stand out in the marketplace, and what unique value do you offer to employers, to your clients, to your customers, to your voters? And operate in a meaningful way in your industry. I also help you to communicate your brand message. Once we have discovered what your brand is, I help you to communicate your message with confidence, with clarity, and with credibility. And most of what my clients have said, everybody who does the personal branding sessions, they come away from the strategy work thinking, oh my God, thank you so much for clearing the cobwebs. Thank you for giving me focus in my career. Thank you for this clarity that I now have and the trajectory that I now know clearly what move that I need to make next. All right, so until next time, remember it's never too late to reinvent yourself and unleash your personal